Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for April 11th to the 17th. We're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. We are going to go into a deeper energy for relationships. We're going to look a little bit deeper than we have in the past. So for those of you that are wanting, to skip over the general reading and just go into the relationships, I do have the timestamp below. However, if you would like to get the general energies for the week ahead, as well as relationship readings, then watch the whole thing. Please make sure you click subscribe and the like button and also the notification bell, because we do go live on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, where we do live readings on the air. So, are here on YouTube, I should say, on the air, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's get into it and see what's going on for Taurus. So for the mind, we have the door to value. For external circumstances, the body, we have angel of love. And from spirit, we have, let's see what's coming out. We have envy from spirit. Interesting energy here. All right, so now we're going to get some clarification in regards to all of this. Now, when we talk about, the mind, we talk about the internal. What's going on within our mental state? What are we thinking about? What's happening? What are we focusing on? With the body, we have things that are external, and with spirit, this could be messages coming in from spirit. So right away, what I'm getting here is that perhaps in the past, you may have been envious of other people, or perhaps people have been envious of you. All right. It does feel that externally there's a lot of support here coming in for you. All right. When we talk about the angel of love, this can be romantic love. This also could be a place of love that's coming in externally for you. But we also have this door to value. So the first thing I'm actually getting in regards to this, the beginning of this reading here, is that you're starting to actually recognize your value, and you're in a place of coming, you're coming in from a place of value. All right. In the past, I do feel that for some of you, you may have doubted the value. Maybe perhaps you weren't recognizing your full value, but because of this mind frame, I do feel that there's a lot of support that's coming in around you. For some of you, you may be recognizing your value in regards to a relationship. Okay. So if in the past, perhaps you weren't being recognized for the value of your relationship. Maybe you actually accepted relationships that people didn't take you for your value. Okay. And this could be coming in from, past energies where people just didn't respect you, or maybe perhaps you felt that you had to put in more for the relationship. This is switching, is what I'm feeling. Okay, this is switching. Again, I do feel with this door of value, you're now recognizing what you have to contribute, what you have inside of you, what it is that, people should be seeing in regards to you. Instead of you trying to prove yourself to others, you're now saying, no way, honey, you're going to prove yourself to me in some aspect. Okay. And again, this angel, I do feel that it may have to do with relationships. For some of you, it may have to do with actual romance, or perhaps partnership in some way. So you're recognizing your value in order to bring somebody in, or, in regards to a relationship that may already be in your life. We have this envy card coming in though. So we're going to get some clarification, but I do feel that this could have to do with a couple of scenarios. This could have to do with, because of this, you now recognizing your value. There may be people that may be coming in, and I feel like this could be a warning from spirit, like saying, look, protect your energy, because now that you're recognizing who you are, what you have to offer, what it is that you have to contribute, it's like you're recognizing that self-love for you. Okay, there may be envious people that could try to come in and try to knock that down a little bit. Okay, so again, we're going to get some more clarification, but what I'm also getting here too is that in the past, you're recognizing your value now, because in the past, again, maybe you didn't, and maybe you may have been envious of others, being able to see their confidence, or being able to see them project themselves in a way that you really wish that you were able to. But now that you're starting to recognize what it is that you have to offer, Spirit is recognizing the fact that you don't need this envy anymore. It's being removed. It's starting to dissipate. So let's get some clarification and see what this has to do with. All right. So we're going to clarify this distorted value first and see what's coming through. Yeah. We've actually got two cards here. So we first of all have the Ten of Pentacles, beautiful card. And we also have the Four of Pentacles. So I do feel that not only are you able to recognize your value, but look at this. You're starting to head into a period of abundance, for yourself personally. I really feel that for some of you, I'm actually getting here that for some of you, this could have to do with money in general, all right? Especially with this Four of Pentacles coming through. You're either allowing yourself to release things that you were holding on to within your mind, again, maybe things that just weren't like I can't quite say that word, but I think you get the idea, that where you weren't valuing who you are, all right? But you're starting to let that go, and because of this abundance is starting to flow to you, and even this abundance might have helped you recognize, look at, I do have this value. Whatever this abundance is, it doesn't need to be material, but it does feel that you're heading into this place where you're starting to see your own power, see your own abundance, seeing yourself in maybe a place that you didn't fully appreciate that you could be in. All right, so let's get some clarification for that Angel of Love and see what's coming in. Again, two cards. No, actually three this time. Yeah, we have the Seven of Cups coming through here. We also have, oh, look at this, Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. So look at this. I really feel like this does have to do with relationships, all right? When we talk about the Seven of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups, so this is really in your mind. I feel like now that you're in this place, I'm really getting for that for some of you. When we talk about the Seven of Cups, it's this energy of, what is it that I want? What is it that I desire? What is it that I want to bring forth? You're not letting other people make your choices now. You're now making that choice towards the relationships that you want, instead of sacrificing yourself and maybe even to some degree settling for a relationship that wasn't truly making you happy. You're now looking at this going, I now deserve this. I deserve to have this type of relationship, and I'm going to actually build the relationship that I want within my mind, all right? Or build it within my energy. I feel like there's a lot of manifestation coming through here, especially with that Seven of Pentacles. So that Seven of Pentacles really talks about, sort of planting the seed, allowing it to grow, putting an idea in your mind and allowing it to blossom. So you're kind of taking a step back and allowing what you plant. You don't sit there and watch over a plant when you plant something, right? You take a step back, you go inside, you spend, it might take a few weeks, it might take a few months for that sprout to actually come through the ground. But this is exactly what you're doing, and especially when it comes to relationships, whether you're in a relationship or not, it could even be just that you're trying to increase that relationship or the energy of the relationship, or it could have to do with relationships in general. But we've also got this Two of Cups. So I really feel like for some of you, not only are you sort of focused on more of, what is it that I deserve? What is it that I want? But I'm also getting here that Spirit is confirming for you that this is a possibility in regards to relationships. It doesn't need to be romantic, okay? It doesn't need to be romantic. It can be any type of relationship that you're desiring at this time. But what I'm getting here is that something is building. And again, because of your confidence, because of your recognition of your own self-worth. So let's take a look at that Envy card and see what this has to do with. Let's see if there's any clarification on it. All right. Yeah, so we've got the Page of Cups here. So I really feel like Spirit is saying to you, you're moving out of that phase, or, again, possibly, for some of you, if somebody's recognizing this energy, and they do come from a place of envy, it could be because they might be jealous, all right? Especially with that Page of Cups, they could be jealous of a relationship that you're starting to create, or maybe possibly it could be somebody that has tried to keep you down in the past, or, even within a current relationship of some sort. And because you're blossoming, you're basically coming into your own, there could be some envy here. So again, just take that as it resonates with you. But I do feel that basically Spirit is validating the fact that you are now ready to embark on a new emotional journey. Not only is this going to be a new journey in a positive light, but it's going to be a journey that possibly you have manifested or you're creating at this moment. So let's get some more clarification. We're going to actually take a look and see if there's any healing that we need to do or any sort of shadow work that Spirit wants us to focus in on to help us create this beautiful energy that's coming through here. So things that Taurus needs to focus on, what shadow work, any healing. Let's see what Spirit has. Yeah. So we have patience, okay? I am getting here that for some of you, you may have been in a place where some of these energies were cycling. Maybe sometimes you did feel full of confidence, but then the confidence sort of went away and you resorted back to old habits, old behaviors, ways of thinking. And I feel like Spirit is saying to you, have patience with this journey. You don't need to go from point A to point Z in 1 minute, all right? Because that's not going to do the complete healing or the complete transformation that you're really looking for here, right? If we can, it's sort of that energy of like walk the walk. Like we can walk the walk, but if we're not truly feeling it, we're not going to be able to manifest what it is that we really want. So I feel like Spirit is saying to you, have some patience with this journey. There's no need to rush within this journey, okay? We also have, look at this, have faith, right? Have faith, have patience. I do feel this have faith has to do again with relationships, all right? Especially if you're trying to manifest a partner or maybe a particular person. Maybe you're trying to manifest a better energy within your current relationship. Whatever this is, I do feel that Spirit is saying to you, have the patience, have the faith. This doesn't need to happen immediately and overnight, okay? Especially if you're trying to manifest a particular person. Sometimes this can take time, and it's going to be within our energy of how we manifest it. So again, have the patience to really do the work that is needed for you. And we all look at, I can't make this up. What do you need to heal? Heal that inner child energy, right? We need to do some inner work in order to help clear this energy, to help, bring it along. It doesn't need to be an immediate process, right? It doesn't mean that you need to wake up and go, okay, everything's fixed right here, right now. This could be a process that takes time, especially if there are old wounds or old inner child that we do have to clear. But Spirit is confirming for you that if you started this process, you're absolutely going in the right path, or it is time to start this process. All right. So we're going to, I'm just going to get a general message in regards to what we just read here before we go into the relationships. So for those of you that are, just here for the general relationships, great. This is going to be a message from the universe. And we are going to go into the relationship part in just a moment. All right. So let's get a message for Taurus from the universe. Yeah, inner integration. There's peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and the tempering effect life has on it. So again, I do feel there's a lot of, inner child healing that might have to happen. This could even have to do with some sort of generational healing, especially if, for some of you, if you've came from a background, let's just say, some sort of background where you did see a lot of energy that wasn't always in the most positive. All right. This is what I'm getting. So there needs to be some healing. But again, you're integrating, right? You're integrating. You're going in and you're doing the healing from the inside out. And I believe this is absolutely beautiful. So let's take a look into relationships and see what's coming through here. All right. Let's see what sort of energy Spirit wants us to know about, talk about, and what it is that you need to know at this time. All right, so we're going to start off with the Intuit Oracle and see what's coming through. These are a lot of cards for my little hands, so I'm going to do my best here, all right, as far as the shuffling goes. messages for Taurus. All right. 3 cards coming through. First one is the clock, perfect timing, origins. So when, what Spirit is saying this, I feel like this really has to do with patience again. For some of you, you may feel like you're on the clock. You may feel like, I really feel like this has to do with divine timing, especially in regards to relationships. We also have the dolphins, peace, harmony, playful, in tune with others, collaboration. We have the church. It's interesting because the church actually does talk about, principles, religion, marriage, right? So what I'm getting from this energy, just to start off, we're going to get some clarification, but I do feel here that for relationships, I feel like for some of you, you're in this place now where you're wanting that relationship that is going to lead to some sort of deeper commitment. All right, you may be looking for that deeper commitment. Even if you're in a relationship now, maybe you want a deeper relationship within that commitment or within the relationship. But let's see what else is coming through here. Yeah. All right, so for some of you, and remember, this isn't going to resonate with everybody. All right, these are just general messages from Spirit. We do have unrequited love, we do have retreat, and we do have release your ex. I do feel that for some of you, this could be a message saying to you, look at, if you're hanging on to a relationship that doesn't seem to be going anywhere, again, I did really feel here that there's some sort of, it's really talking about the timing, okay? The timing and divine timing. And I feel like for some of you, there is an energy here where you may be pushing the relationship, or you may be pushing a relationship that isn't quite supposed to be for you, okay? Or that isn't really meant to be happening at that time. It does feel like the retreat, and when we talk about that release your ex, I do feel that for some of you, this could really have to do with, literally as it's saying, release your ex. But what I'm getting here is it really feels like that inner healing that we need to do too. So you might be bringing in old energy into what could possibly be a new or maybe perhaps a current relationship. It's almost as though you're looking at the past and bringing that forward in some way. I'm really getting what you're seeking here is the peace and harmony of possibly that marriage, or, possibly, bringing things more into a peaceful and harmonious environment. But Spirit is saying, it really feels that for many of you, this might not be happening. Maybe you're looking at the partner and saying, why can't this just be easy? Why can't we just, get to this place where we're that there is this peace, where there is this harmony, where we can be, playful with each other, where there is this collaboration of energy. And I feel like for some of you, it's frustrating simply because of the fact that the partner or the person, maybe perhaps again a particular person, isn't really coming through. Now, for those of you where there's no particular person but you are seeking a relationship, what I'm getting here is with this release your ex, there is some energy here that needs to be released first. All right, it does feel that for some of you, even though you want this relationship, you may be hanging on to past disappointments, past things that are coming through, whatever it is that's presenting itself in some sort of way, before you can move forward. And again, remember, we had that patience card coming through. We also had the have faith. So I'm really feeling that it's almost as though you're trying to create a relationship out of either a person that can't return this energy to you at this moment, or perhaps you're trying to create a relationship out of things from the past, and you're bringing that past forward, but still wanting a good result, but you're hanging on to things that are no longer needed or no longer energetic for you, right? And I feel like Spirit is saying to you, do this releasing first, even if it doesn't have to do with your particular person. We're going to get some clarification. We're going to take a look at, for those of you that do have one particular person in mind, or maybe you're just, interested in somebody or whatever it is, maybe even in a current relationship. But I am getting here that this has to do with, again, past energy, or maybe perhaps you're trying to bring in some sort of energy where it's just hitting a door. Okay, it's just hitting a door. And I feel like that could be very frustrating. Remember, we also had that angel of love coming in with the have faith, but we have to sometimes release the things that aren't working for us first. We have to go for healthy choices. Make healthy choices. And, and this is about self-care. Again, being happier. So if we're coming from a place that isn't the healthiest, whether this is, within our mental state, or again, maybe we have to do some inner child healing, it's going to be really hard to bring through the energy of a relationship that we really want. I'm also hearing too that maybe perhaps the energy that you're looking for isn't going to be the healthiest choice. Sometimes we get stuck on a particular person, and we might keep that person in our mind for a long time. Maybe the person's breadcrumbing us, or maybe giving us like some sort of false energy, so we keep hanging on, but we have to stop and ask ourselves, is this the healthiest energy? Is this what I want to bring into a relationship? Do I want to get stuck in this cycle or this circle forever and ever and ever? All right, so let's get another card and see what's coming through here. We actually got two. We actually got engagement ring. We also have kisses, and we have a healing heart. So what I'm getting here is that with this healing heart, I do feel, especially because we do have this marriage card coming in, we also have kisses, which is talking about unconditional love, giving and receiving affection. And then we have the engagement ring, right? Partnership, true partnership. What I'm feeling here is it almost feels like there's an energy that's really trying to come through or present itself. But again, we have to look at where we are within our mind, within our healing, are we just chasing a relationship that isn't going to work for us at this particular moment? Or maybe the other person needs to do some healing, right? And it just feels like, I honestly am getting the energy here. If you just kind of do the healing that you need to do, really focus on the manifestation that you want to create, I feel like this energy is going to, like this, show up really, really fast. But again, you have to release the things that aren't working for you, okay? Or the things that are just causing you more pain in some way. Because I do get some pain for many of you. I am feeling this energy of pain coming in. So let's get some more clarification of what Spirit has to say. All right. Okay, yeah, look at this. We actually have, again, perfect timing. So it's talking about perfect timing. It's also talking about get more information, but there's something better. All right, I feel like there's something better. When it talks about this get more information, I really feel that what it's saying to you here is that, again, take a look, take a real look, and ask yourself, is this energy that I'm chasing at this moment, or the energy that I want to come forward, is this really the healthiest for me? Is this really the relationship that, that I want, or the relationship that would make me happy? Or I've been kind of chasing this energy for quite a while, and nothing is coming through, nothing is happening. And we also have there's something better. So I feel like that's a confirmation, again, from Spirit in regards to something better, whether it has to do with the way the energy of a current relationship is, or maybe perhaps, again, bringing old energy through. We also have the divine timing again. Look at this perfect timing. When we do the healing and we're in a great place to receive a great relationship, nobody's perfect, right? We're never going to be in that perfect place, that people like to talk about. It's, very few people achieve that in their lifetime, right? But what I'm getting here is, like, when you do that healing, when you're coming from a place of lack of control, right? When you're trying to control a relationship, or when you're coming from a place of a separation, all right? And we talk about separating between wanting, of what's happening as to what's not happening. When we can take a step back and just say, okay, I'm just going to work on my own healing right now. You can figure it out. All right, especially for somebody that's not coming forward. And I really get that. So the first card coming actually through is the Hierophant. So this really, again, talks about, we already had that Church coming through, right? And this really talks about, where did I put those cards? Maybe I put them away. But this really talks about, with that Hierophant, is tradition. This also could even be talking about marriage. I feel like for some of you, it seems as though there's some sort of relationship that wants to come through, whether it's with the current person or a person that you have in mind, whatever this is. It feels as though this is trying to really present itself. But again, the healing needs to happen, or there needs to be some sort of change within the energy. We also have, again, that perfect timing. So here's the Ace of Wands coming through. I feel like with the Ace of Wands that for some of you, this could even be a new energy, okay? Or a change, like a new person, or a change within the energy within your current situation. I really feel like that wants to happen. We also have the Seven of Swords. So I'm really getting here that for some of you, you may have to release somebody, or you may have to release control, or you may have to do the healing in order to bring this through. All right. It feels as though, for those of you that know a relationship isn't going the way that you want it to go, it may be time to just cut the ties on that one. Okay. Move forward, do the healing. Again, Spirit's giving this confirmation that something better is happening. Something better will appear. Someone better that, is able to give you the emotional needs, or the emotional love that, you're seeking, that unconditional love that we had coming through. Now, it's interesting because with the Seven of Swords energy, this can also really depict that sometimes we're lying to ourselves. All right. So that might be something that you want to take a look at. Are you lying to yourself in regards to any particular situation? Or are you, putting a false hope on something that you really know within inside of you isn't truly working? Or maybe perhaps you know that you really need to do the healing before this relationship can progress to the next level. All right. We may have to, just sort of come to those terms and say, look at, what, I see the way that I'm behaving this way. I see the way that I'm being triggered by certain things. I think it's time that I let go of some situations, or I let go of some of this control, and I allow Spirit to bring through to me what it is that I'm truly desiring. So Taurus, I hope that this has helped. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please make sure that you've clicked subscribed and click the notification bell so that you do get the notification when we are going live. Thanks so much and take care.